First, I would like to mention what are the ribbons in Microsoft Excel. If you can see on the top, there are the different options, there are different names: file, home, insert, page layout, formulas, data, review, view, help. These all are called the ribbons of Microsoft Excel. These ribbons are customizable. We can change them, we can add the further ribbons here, and otherwise by default these are some common ribbons which are displayed here, we can use on the day-to-day basis. Very first one is the file. If I click on this ribbon, so it is showing a different option, which is a new, open, info, save. And first option is the new one. If I click on this new option, so it's showing me, do you want to open a blank workbook or you want to open some standard template workbook? It depends on my requirement. Sometimes I want to use some standard template workbook like this one, which is showing the seasonal illustrated organization chart, and sometimes I just simply want to open a blank workbook. If I click on this one, so it will open a blank workbook for me. Okay, second option is the open. So if I click on this one, so it's showing me the files which are recently opened or recently closed. So these are the files. If I want to open these files, I'll simply click on these files. So Microsoft Excel will open these files for me. So again, I can open from this PC location as well. If this is in my PC, so I can search the folder, and then so I can select the file from that specific folder and open from there. Okay, the next one is the info tab. It is providing me the information. So you can see in the far right hand side, properties. So what is the size of this file, title, if there is any, tags, categories, last modified, created date, related people, last modified by. It is also showing me the multiple option. Each options required a detailed time to explain it. However, I'm giving you a quickly overview. The first one is protect workbook. There are different options: encrypt with password, current sheet, protect worksheet structure. So restrictions related options for the worksheet and for the workbooks are available here. So you can choose any option. Next one is check for issues. So if you want to inspect your workbook for any errors, for any compatibility issues, you can go and check this option. Next one is manage workbook. For example, if you want to recover any unsaved workbook, you can use this option to recover the unsaved workbook. Sometimes you close the workbook without the saving, so it will work as an agent for you to recover the unsaved workbook. Next one is browse view option. You can view the worksheet in the web view. So next one is the save. If I click on this one, so it is simply save this workbook for me. You can do this with the shortcut as well, which I showed you before, which is the Control S. So let's go back to again and choose the next. So next option is a save as option. If I click this one, so it will create a copy of the current workbook somewhere else where we want to save. So basically it's a duplicate of the current workbook. If you want to generate the copy of the current workbook, so it will create a copy, then you can place anywhere in your folder. I don't want to save this, just close this window and check the next option is the print option. I showed you the shortcut as well. Shortcut is Control P, and by this option you can select the printer, and then you can make the further setting. If you want to just print the specific pages, you can mention the page numbers. And then again, so there are the margins option. If you want to select a different page, which is according to the size of your data, so by default it's just the A4 size, and you can change the size according to requirement. Then there's a normal margins, scaling, and there's a further detailed page setup options. It's a portrait print you want or the landscape page print you want. So again, the margins, you can set the margin, top, bottom, left, right. Header, footer, you can decide the header and footer. You can custom the header, footer as well. And this sheet, you want to show the grid lines, you don't want to show the grid lines. So there are multiple options here, quite detailed options. Next one is the share. If you want to share this workbook, either you want to save it to the cloud or you want to share this workbook through email, you can then choose the email, then you can send as an attachment, so it will take you to your email address and you can send it from there. Next option is export option, so you can export this file somewhere else, create the PDF copy. And next one is publish. You want to publish it to Power BI or want to save it to cloud, so you can do that. Close, there's a close option if you want to close this workbook, so you can close. It's showing me, do you want to close this? I don't want to close this. I just cancel this one. Go to the file option again. At the moment there are three options. One is account option, and account option is showing me now what is basically the Microsoft Excel product you're using, which is 2016 I'm using, about the Excel, about this version, all that private data. Next one is the feedback, so if you want to provide the feedback for this product, you can provide it. Last one is the option. The option tab, the quite detailed tab. In general, you have the different option about the toolbar, quick analysis, tools options, and the other creating new workbooks, default settings, personalize the Microsoft. Okay, you can change the background theme and all that stuff you can do, default settings. Next one is the formulas one. You can change the setting of the formula, how the setting would be when you apply the formula. They are referencing, working with the formula options, error checking rules. There are so many different rules. You can check it one by one. If I start explaining these rules one by one, it will take a whole day. So I'm just quickly over proofing. So it's proofing of your data. And save option is the different types of the save option. For example, this one, save auto recover information every 10 minutes by default. So basically it saves the Microsoft workbook after every 10 minutes. So if you can change this timing to the 9 minutes, 11 minutes, so by default 10 minutes. Language option, there are different languages if you want to select different. Accessibility, see accessible to other, is there any compatibility issues or anything else. Advanced options, there is a quite advanced options here, which is the editing options, cut, copy and paste. So image size, quality, chart option, display options, display option for this workbook, display option for this worksheet. So quite detailed option, formulas, calculating this workbook, and the web option in general. So next one is customize ribbons option. So for example, they are the main tabs, main ribbons which are being displayed at the moment. If I want to add any further ribbons, so I can simply select here and press the add button, so it will move. For example, I select some option like this option, and so you can add multiple things here. So you can want, for example, here you can add this one, so it has been added to your quick access toolbar. If you want to remove, again remove button and then press OK, so it will apply for you. Add-ins is a bit advanced option here. If I click the add-ins, so it will show me the add-ins options here. Inactive application add-ins, analysis tool, these are the analysis tool, and trust center, these are the Microsoft Office related information. So this is the all the information exists within the file tab, file ribbon.